Hello there, my name is Jimmy. This is Ovikon Home Tutor, your number one educative show east of the Niger. Make sure you don't miss this program.
Ovikon Home Tutor, learning for everyone.
Our exercise here begins with a question. What is poetry? Poetry is regarded as the heart of literature because of its sensitivity to the use of language. However, it is very difficult to have a unified definition of poetry because the poets themselves employ various creative means to communicate to the readers, making their opinions about poetry private rather than general. Great number of them see poetry as something that has to do with beauty. For instance, the American poet Robert Frost has this to say: poetry begins in delight and ends in wisdom, which says something about the poet being a creator of beautiful expressions and wisdom. Here is the American poet Edgar Poe, what he has to say about poetry. He says, poetry is the rhythmical creation of beauty in words, meaning that the poet himself centers everything he does in beauty. The English poet P.B. Shelley has his own testimony about poetry. He says, poetry is a mirror which makes beautiful that which is distorted. This simply means that the poet, whatever he does, whatever you think he does, he always mirrors the truth behind anything he describes. Now, what about the modern British poet Christopher Fry? He says, poetry is the language in which man explores his own amazement, meaning that we explore the world through poetry. Some other great minds see poetry as a kind of higher truth. The first to turn to is Plato, the ancient Greek poet, who says that poets utter great and wise things which they do not themselves understand. This could mean that the poets themselves are controlled by certain supernatural power that they could not really understand. As for the French Cubist artist George Braque, he says, reality only reveals itself when it is illuminated by a ray of poetry. Here, George Braque makes us to understand that only the poet is the revealer of truths, the truths that are hidden behind every intentions of the human beings. What about the view of this British poet, Edith Sitwell? She says that poetry is the deification of reality, meaning that the poets themselves don't only speak the truth, they make the truth divine. Now, for the American poet called Ezra Pound, he says, poetry is a language pared down to its essentials, which says something about the economy of communication, which poetry teaches every one of us. Some others see poetry as a kind of internal conflict, a raging fire inside us, burning to be let out. Let us now hear the voice of the Irish poet W.B. Yeats. He says, of our conflicts with others, we make rhetorics. Of our conflicts with ourselves, we make poetry. Meaning that poetry comes as a result of the internal crisis raging inside us. Finally, William Wordsworth, the English poet, also say of poetry, poetry is the spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings recollected in tranquility. In conclusion, while every poet here is entitled to his or her own opinion, we can say that poetry refers to the special composition made to appeal to our emotion, imagination, and our language power.
Hello there, my name is Jimmy. This is Ovikon Home Tutor, your number one educative show east of the Niger. Make sure you don't miss this program.
Ovikon Home Tutor. Learning for everyone.